The benefits of being about the business of your master, they are manifold. But before we get to the incentives, let's take a look at some threatenings from the Prince of Preachers. Charles Spurgeon said, "Every Christian is either a missionary or an imposter." And he's not talking about going overseas to boingo boingo, right where you are. If you are not a missionary, you're an imposter. Hold on, it gets even more hot from Spurgeon. Have you no wish for others to be saved? You're not saved yourself. Be sure of that. Have you no desire to see people snatched from the flames? Something is wrong with your Christian walk. Now, perhaps you've never evangelized because you were not aware of the stakes. You didn't understand the incentives. Well, this is a chance to change all of that. Let us take a look at the benefits of evangelizing, which is a staggering thought when you think about it, because the Lord does not need to provide a benefit for us to be dutiful and obedient. We should just do this because he commands us while going, make disciples. But how kind of our God. He offers us gifts for our service. Here's a rather short list. Number one, if you evangelize, fervency of prayer will increase. Maybe you're struggling with your prayer life. I'm telling you, you start evangelizing, that will change. First of all, you will be begging God for the courage to speak as you ought, boldly. You'll be praying to God, please help me to speak rightly. You'll be praying to God that you will have courage when it is needed, and you'll be praying to God to save the people that you've witnessed to. Do you struggle in your prayer life? Maybe it's time to heat up your evangelistic life. Benefit number two, fervency of study will increase. Perhaps that area of your walk, it's become a little ho-hum. It will heat up when you start evangelizing. They're going to be peppering you, international symbol for peppering. They're going to be peppering you with questions, and you're going to want to know the answers. That is going to demand you study. Benefit number three, fervency of fellowship will increase. If in you and your fellow churchmates get about the business of our master, I'm telling you, you're going to have sweet times together. Maybe you're going to go witness intentionally to people, not just while you're out and about, but you might actually just go with intentionality to witness to people. Say at a university campus, it is going to be tight. Your fellowship will be sweet. I'm not kidding. Benefit number four, your love for Jesus, it will grow. Perhaps this is an area of your walk that could use a little improvement. Maybe your love has grown a little bit cold. How do you change that and get back to your first love? Many ways, actually, but this is a way. Your love for Jesus will increase. Because as you share the good news with others, you're going to be reminded of the good news yourself. And you will be warmed by it, just speaking about it, telling others the good news that Jesus died for sinners like, me. It will increase your love for him. Look at the bennies of evangelizing. Benefit number five, your love for the lost will grow. Maybe, just maybe, you've gotten a little bit angry at them there pagans. Do you see all the people sinking down? Don't you care? Are you going to let them drown? Maybe, just maybe, because of politics, because of a culture that is crumbling right underneath our feet. You look at the lost as if they are the enemy. They are not. They are the harvest field. Perhaps you find yourself just snarking and crabbing about every single liberal and all those politicians and those progressives, and how's about them snowflakes and those university professors? When you start evangelizing, your tune will change. Oh, they're still going to be liberal, but your heart will be warmed toward them because you will understand the fate of the ungodly more than ever. I'm telling you, evangelism will change your heart. Need a heart change? Benefit of evangelizing. Number 6, you'll think more outwardly than inwardly. Especially as a church, we can have a tendency to be about the business of taking care of one another, and that is our primary responsibility, doing the one another's with one another. But when your church commits to being a soul-winning body, you start looking out. You start seeing your community. It's not just about a beautification project for your property. It's not just about programs. All of those things, they have their place. They're perfectly swell. But you're going to start thinking about them folks out there. You're going to start seeing your neighborhood as a white field for harvesting. You're stopping the inward focus, sometimes what can be church navel gazing, and you're going to start looking at others, and you're going to start looking at them lovingly. Pepperoni pizza for Pete, which in an odd way is a lot like the difference between imputation and expiation. Are you familiar with the difference, Pete?
I didn't order a pizza?
But it actually in Latin means completely, to completely atone. It's a Latin word, expiationem, and yet an action noun because it comes from the past participle stem of